Hey everyone, this is Josh. We just got back from FabCon. Tons and tons of announcements from the Microsoft Fabric product team. Want to take some time to just cover kind of our top 5 things that we learned while we were out at FabCon. Again, this list is not covering. There were over 100 plus updates around Fabric and Power BI. So make sure to go out to the Fabric website to see the full list. To start off with our number 5 feature that was announced, we have the One Lake catalog and modern get data integration now within Microsoft Excel. So just because your team uses Excel doesn't mean that they shouldn't have access to the same data that you would within, say, Power BI. And now with this, you have the same type of interface to be able to go into Excel, go look at the One Lake catalog and access data within Excel and do whatever analysis that you would like to do, which just opens up more capabilities within your team to be able to access the same data without having to worry about, are you propagating this in other areas. Number 4, we have migration assistance for both Synapse Warehouse and Synapse Data Explorer. So those companies or individual teams that are leveraging Azure Synapse Analytics but haven't been able to go to Fabric because of the effort plus cost to be able to migrate from those platforms into Fabric, that's no longer a barrier. And so the Microsoft team has put out tools to allow you to do that migration in an easier fashion, unlocking the ability to go to Fabric, which is just really cool. Number 3, we have Fabric Data Agents, which is kind of like CoPilot on top of your data within Fabric. So now I can go in and say, I want to go build this data agent that is going to serve this set purpose within my organization. Things like I need to understand, say, ATM utilization across my bank. So I can ask natural language questions about my data that sits in a One Lake and say, how many ATMs are in the state of Georgia? When's the last time these ATMs have received a cash update? Things like that, all within natural language, unlocking just a better way to analyze this data. Number 2, we have One Lake security, which is huge. It's been a big thing that people have been looking for, trying to understand, like, what does data governance look like within Fabric? One Lake security kind of unlocks this central plane for us to be able to interact with security, the security layer within Fabric. So I can go in and set things within the One Lake catalog, who has access. I can create roles, assign users to those roles, and within those roles dictate what they can and cannot see. That includes row level security, column level security, and it propagates all the way through the application. So there's no need to go in and individually set security at the workload level. You can do it all within One Lake security. Lastly, our number 1 feature that was announced, which is just huge, is now that CoPilot is available starting at the F2 capacity. So prior to FabCon, you had to have an F64 SKU or above to be able to leverage the CoPilot functionality within Fabric. As of today, and it's going to slowly roll out to various tenants, you'll be able to use that at the F2 capacity. So now you'll be able to use the tools to enhance your teams to be able to write, say, KQL, SQL, PySpark a little bit more effectively, because you'll be able to go to CoPilot within that workload and say, how would I write this function? Help me write this unit test, to as well as allowing your business users to access CoPilot functionality to be able to go in and use natural language to analyze data, create visualizations off of the data that sits in One Lake. So you're not having to spend too many cycles building out custom reports using engineering resources. So again, this is just kind of a short list of some of the features that were announced. We mainly looked at these features because of what the impact to you as a customer of Microsoft Fabric would be. Like I mentioned earlier on, there was over 100 updates around Microsoft Fabric as well as Power BI. Go out and look at that list. Microsoft is putting out another conference called Microsoft Build in May, so look for updates there, as well as we're going to be putting out blogs and additional videos around the Microsoft Fabric platform. Things like best practices, how would you go about something, why would you go about something, because the why is just as important as the how. And we look forward to seeing you at one of our sessions later on.
If you want to keep the conversation going or suggest an idea for a future episode, please comment below. And as always, if you have a question for me or one of our guests, you can contact us directly via the contact information in the description below. Thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you in the next one.